Before we get into the video, I need you guys to do me a favour. Number 1, like the video. Also comment, let me know your thoughts on the story. Now Bouncer from playdirty is one of those atypical types of people. A clear divide. You either like him or you don't. However, I do have to mention he did lose a lot of credibility when allegations was made that Bouncer had voluntarily offered the police information regarding the Poets M case. Now the concept that Bouncer would be a grass was a bitter pill to swallow, if you believe it, because before Bouncer had become friends with the likes of Krypton Conan and K-Trapped, Bouncer was seen with UK rapper Mover, whom is held in high regard. Now he himself is serving a life sentence. Now Bouncer was supposed to be a serious teenager, so much so that he had youngers taken on the moniker, such as Younger Bouncer, who was judged for his part in the Honey Trap M regarding Shaq. But no matter people's personal opinions, Bouncer was still a real gangster. Now Bouncer, real name Myles Harris, was part of a Croydon gang that had targeted cash in transit vans in July of 2012. The opportunist gang that consisted of 5 people: Mark Buchanan, Nathan Clark Grayson, Myles Harris, of course that being Bouncer, Adrian Markland, and Nathan Rose Bennett. So, the ruthless gang had grabbed a cash box containing £12,000 from a member of the Sunwin cash delivery staff that had just collected the money and was heading back to the security van at the time of the incident. Bouncer and mates grabbed the employee from behind and put that guy in a bear hug, and then one of the gang members then struck the staff member in the face in order to make him comply. The security staff dropped the cash box, and that was when Myles Harris and his mates had grabbed it and then took off, wobbling the guy outside the co-op in Croydon. Now Mark Buchanan and Nathan Rose Bennett ran towards a waiting car before escaping. However, both men were stopped later that day, where police found the cash box and the £12,000, masks and gloves. Both men were quickly arrested. Now police then began to investigate Bouncer's gang. New CCTV showed that Bouncer and the gang had previously been watching cash transit vans outside Santander Bank. They also spotted the gang watching a cash in transit van outside the Barclays. The gang did little to conceal their movements and had followed Sunwin cash delivery vans to the co-op store in Lower Addiscombe Road in Croydon on a number of occasions, looking for the right time to rob it, an area where each gang member were recognisable by the general public. Now on this occasion, one of the gang members was confronted by the Sunwin staff member. Myles Harris made a run for it, but he was eventually pursued by police and then arrested. All men pled guilty. Now for this incident, Myles Harris, aka Bouncer, was jailed for 12 months. He did not learn his lesson, because he then moved on to start dealing with Class A gear. Now apart from robbing cash in transit vans, Myles Harris, aka Bouncer, again was part of a major drug gang. Bouncer, who was 23 years old at the time, had started shipping Class A gear to Southampton. He recruited his cousin, Rico Tracy, who was in debt, to join the drug operation and work as a warehouseman and also a runner, and arrange deliveries and pickups. Now Myles Harris was turning out bricks of H and crack to waiting and ready customers. Myles Harris was so brazen that when he took over properties, he did not use curtains or blinds, and it was reported that neighbours could see right into the house, and they would often describe seeing clouds of white dust waft out of the bedroom window. Now police, as part of Operation Fortress, had raided the properties on Northbrook Road with armed response, securing Myles Harris, his cousin Rico Tracy and also others. Hands were tied behind their back, and Bouncer, who was such a serious player in the drug dealing business that police spent upwards of £2 million to erase the gang. When arrested, ammo, £40,000 in cash, scales, mobile phones, SIM cards, and also snapbags were found in the property. Police even put up roadblocks because they were so concerned that Bouncer and his mates would try to make a run for it. Now Myles Harris used his own cousin as a runner. That's how ruthless the guy was. For this, Bouncer was jailed for 10 years. Now Bouncer, as today we know him as a businessman, a guy that lives in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, and he's making a ton of money. He is business minded, and hopefully he's left the past in the past. Stay safe.